Yo, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video, and today in this video I'm gonna be talking about the MIUI 8.11.1 on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which is the global beta, the latest global beta, and I eventually flashed it to see how is MIUI holding up. And I promised on the Redmi Note 5 video, on the Redmi Note 5 Pro review video that, and if you haven't watched that video, here will be a card for the review. But I have promised that I'll check that if the volume up button and stuff works with MIUI. Some of you guys said it works with MIUI, that was a problem of custom ROM, and let's see what happens. And I have been using this for a couple of hours now, and I'll talk about MIUI 8.11.1 global beta on the Redmi Note 5 Pro and how is the ROM, how is everything holding up right now. So let's just talk about it. So first of all, let me talk about the cameras. Well, the cameras are working fine, and over here portrait mode and stuff does work super fine. You do not need to worry about those stuff, but the only thing new over here is the 1080p 60 fps again. Like, it was there in the developer ROM and it's already implemented in the stable version 2, which is the 10.0.2 or 3 I guess. And the 60 fps 1080p video with image stabilization, the EIS, is working super fine. You do not need to worry about that. And I need to say that the camera is super stable now, but still we do not have the 4K video recording stuff with the stock camera app, which is really a disappointment, but we can't help it. So moving on, everything does work super fine. The app open ups and stuff does work super fine. You do not need to worry about lags and stuff, because I feel right now the app open up speeds and stuff are really fluid. You do not need to worry about like any kind of stutters, and apps really does open super fast, and the animations are really amazing. Like, I like these animations, and the animations are super fluid. You do not need to worry about any kind of stutters between the UI. And the RAM management is pretty good too, but do not expect it to be as good as Pixel Experience ROMs or stuff. And definitely in the stock Android ROMs, the RAM management is supposed to be better. So that is how it is. But MIUI RAM management is not that bad as of now, and it's pretty good with this software update. Well, the recents panel and the animations are a little bit changed over here in my opinion, because I have used MIUI earlier and it was a little bit stuttery, but right now the whole UI animations all over the UI are pretty fine. You do not need to worry about any kind of lags. And I'm saying it again and again because I have used MIUI like MIUI10 earlier, but it was a little bit laggy with the animations on the Redmi Note 5 Pro with the developer beta. But right now I feel the animations have been improved a lot, and in my opinion these animations are like literally fine now. And right now you will notice one thing right away on this beta build is the battery icon, and it does look pretty simplistic in my opinion, as you can see. And the VoLTE logo is like similar as it was previously. I don't know if dual VoLTE works or not, because I do not have two Geo SIMs right now to test it, but single SIM Geo VoLTE works super fine on both the SIM slots. You do not need to worry. Now let's talk about some setting stuff. The full screen gestures I am using over here are working super fine. You don't need to worry. And let's talk about the battery life. Well, I have been getting like 8 hours of screen on time pretty much, and in my opinion that is pretty much fine. You do not need to worry about like pretty bad battery life, because MIUI in some developer betas it does give a little bit bad battery life, but right now it's not the case, and the battery life is pretty good over here. You can definitely daily drive with this thing pretty much. You do not need to worry, and you will get 8 hours of screen on time no matter how you use it. I'm talking about just like casual or heavy usage, but not too much heavy like gaming all day long. So if you game all day long, like if you play PUBG, it's gonna last 4 hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours, and so that is it. And it can definitely last you with your normal usage for a whole working day. You do not need to worry. And talking about the PUBG gameplay, let me open PUBG and show you how is the gaming performance. And sadly, there is no option to enable HD and medium or high settings in PUBG. I don't know why. It does work in custom ROMs, but as of now in MIUI beta you do not get the HD option as of now, which is a really disappointment I guess, because you can use it on the custom ROMs. Of course, there is no HDR for Redmi Note 5 Pro even in custom ROMs, but HD option was there, but right now I don't know why it's not there. But as you can see, the gaming performance is pretty fine. You do not need to worry about any kind of huge lags or stutters. Everything is fine. And here is the fingerprint scanner speed of this ROM. And the face unlock over here is pretty damn fast. Like, I have never seen this kind of face unlock speed in any custom ROMs for Redmi Note 5 Pro. As you can see, it just unlocks right away. Here I am pressing the power button. Unlocks right away. Again, 3, 2, 1, unlocks right away. Again, 3, 2, 1, right away. This is just way quicker. And I have enabled this lock widget, which does help because there is no double tap to sleep, of course, in MIUI, which I am really used to. So I use this widget. And the MIUI apps like calculator and stuff does work super fine, and the animations over here are super cool, as you can see from the screen. And every app of like the MIUI apps are pretty optimized now. The weather app does look super cool with this full screen display, I have to say. And Google Pay and stuff does work super fine over here. You do not need to worry. So in my opinion, if you love MIUI, you can definitely switch if you are using a custom ROM. But in my opinion, if you don't love MIUI, don't even try to get on it, because if you want to switch after coming to MIUI to the custom ROMs, like to any kind of custom ROMs, like what I am talking about is, if you flash MIUI right now and sometime in the future you were like willing to flash Android Pie based ROMs, if you flash it, yes, you can flash it, but then again you have to format the storage again. So keep that in mind. And over here in MIUI, a lot of things that will annoy you is like the ads. Like everywhere there are like too much ads. If you swipe from the left, as you can see, there is this Diwali ad. I think you can close it. And what else? Let's go into settings, about phone, and over here, as you can see, it does show up this MIUI India follow to Facebook or Instagram or even Twitter pages over here. So this is kind of a promotion, and I don't know why MIUI is doing this, but I don't know when it will be fixed or when it will be like removed. So I don't think so that it will be removed, because they are like promoting their pages, I don't know for what reason, even in about phone. And the security patch over here is like October security patch, and this is still based on Android 8.1, of course. And let's go back. What else? You can switch between apps by just holding this gesture. And by the way guys, I just noticed that the volume up button, which was a bug, you guys said, this is not a bug, this is a hardware problem again. I told you then, and I am telling you this again with MIUI. If I press it lightly, as you can see, it does not do anything. If I press the volume down button lightly, as you can see, it appears. But if I press the volume button harder, this is gonna get me the volume up button. So this is kind of broken. The volume up button for me is kind of broken for this device. I'm not saying this is a bug or something. I'm just saying that this is a hardware issue for my unit, and this just happened like some days ago. So yeah, that's how it is. As you can see, it's just not working. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That is all I had to say about this ROM. VoLTE and stuff does work super fine. You don't need to worry. Everything works super fine. But the thing is, it doesn't give you that like the stock Androidish feel, of course, because it's MIUI. So if you love MIUI, definitely try to flash it. And if you don't know how to flash this ROM, here is a card. I did a previous video on it. Just tap on it, you can definitely flash it with TWRP recovery. You won't be having any issues. So link below in the description to download this ROM and other files you need. So that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.